Hey guys, Jaden here, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Literature Club. We are looking at some lovely concept art of Natsuki. Look at this. We experienced the horrifying play with me scene last episode. If you missed that, definitely check it out because things have gotten a little bit weird at the Literature Club. And if you jump into this episode, you'd be a little confused. So this is cool. Some concept art. We also got this one for selecting the corrupt poem at the beginning of the episode. It's a sketch to compare different uniform styles. It's interesting. You can see the progression from like some pretty stereotypical like anime and sailor designs, and then you get pretty close on this last one on the right here to what the uniforms look with just some palette swaps. So that's cool. I don't know if there's anything else new. We saw this one already. I mean, all the poems are here, of course. The other secret poem didn't show up. Is it because I clicked on it too fast and didn't actually stare at the dot long enough? That would be unfortunate. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have too much else new. We haven't unlocked any other side stories. As I suspected, I think we're going to have to play through Act 1 again to get the rest of the side stories. So I think let's just hop back into this, shall we? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. We know it. Everything's going wrong. You ready for this? Let's do it. Silly. Rose. Joy. Oh gosh, what is happening? No. Funny. Sweet. Bouncy. Papa. Kitty. Doki. Oh, the poem counter's broken. Shiny. Pink. Milk. Hurt. Gosh darn it. Cry. Gosh darn it. Vanilla. Fun. I saw a little... Was that Monica or Sayori bouncing down in there at the bottom? I couldn't tell. Twirl. Candy. Kiss. Cheeks. Oh. I could have done without that. Thank you. And the horrifying posters back in the background. Great, thank you. The sound design, I feel like, is different. I don't know if it's just because I have better headphones on and I've been focusing more on like differences, but I feel like in Doki Literature Club Plus, the sound design is a lot creepier. Like some of the like reverb and effects and stuff, it's ugh, give me chills. Hi, Jaden. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do this on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what has gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Oh my gosh, Yuri's kind of being a little mean. I forgot about how mean... Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Jaden, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Jaden is already engaged in a novel we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. Yeah, I just feel so bad for poor Monica. Like, honestly, she's this girl has gotta go through so much, and she doesn't even get a chance to hang out with us. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Why couldn't I hang out with Monica? This would be the perfect opportunity to hang out with Monica. Gosh darn it, why am I breaking everything? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry, I'm falling apart. I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What is that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking in air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Ooh. That's a lot, Yuri. Ooh. Okay, that didn't happen. I'm back. We literally saw nothing. It's fine. Thanks for waiting patiently. Jane, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll be only even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, I interrupt my sentence with a drink of water, as per usual. She even starts humming to herself a little. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jaden. It's very endearing. That's, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jaden, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries, I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough, I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag, and I have some chocolate, and some nice chocolate candy. Once again, we've seen this, so we'll save my voice a little bit. We're even closer. Yuri can't see too well, so she puts our shoulders together. Kaboom! How am I supposed to focus on reading? Yuri is adorable. She is super cute. She hands me some tea. It's very hard to focus because now I gotta not accidentally touch her posture. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression. The world around her fades away. I start to relax, open up some chocolate. I try to feed it to her. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to get a mess on the pages. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book. She holds the book. It's pretty great. Look at this adorable art. We get to see this art again. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any of a harder time reading from it. See, okay. I noticed this last time. And I thought I was just crazy, but when you see it up close like this, the red on the eyelashes was not always there, was it? If I were to save and quit back to the main menu right now and look at the picture that I have saved, there is not red on their eyelashes. And all 4 of them, I think, well, 3, I guess, because you don't see Sayori in Act 2. But anyway, regardless, all of them have the red tint on their eyelashes now. And I feel like that's just like a very subtle way to like throw you off. I feel like that wasn't there, but maybe I'm just nuts and this game's just messing with my head. I don't know. She holds it so I don't have any of a harder time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Yuri is totally focused. I eat some chocolate, and then I feed her some chocolate. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I place the cute little chocolate in her mouth. She closes her lips over it. I don't like chocolate, so this would never happen to me. This would never happen to me anyway, because I'm not in a literature club in high school. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. It just got real awkward and real silent, real fast. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Jaden. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Jaden. My heart won't stop pounding, Jaden. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Jaden? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Oh my gosh, that is really loud. And kind of unsettling. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Well, Yuri, I don't really want these eyes looking at me. Please? Ha. 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 Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Monica, my hero. It's time to share poems. We're gonna save Yuri for last because I feel like bad things are gonna happen. Natsuki. This one's all right. All right. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. See, I feel like even though I wrote my poem for Natsuki, because it's Act 2 and everything's wonky, it still counts towards Yuri because Yuri has lost her marbles a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have to replay Act 1 to get everybody's everything anyway. Still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. And it broke. Because of course it did. Nobody can have nice things here anymore. There's nothing nice about this anymore. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Jaden? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all your problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Do 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 do. Just Monica. Well, who should I show my poem to next? Just Monica. Jaden, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I didn't have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. DDLC escape plan failed. Oh, did it now, Monica? Did it now? This is what happens when you try to code things when you're not a programmer. This is what happens when I tried to learn Unity. Geez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to, never mind. Let's just move on. Who should I show my poem to next? The one, the only, Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Jane, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Jaden. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're totally gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Ah. Yuri? 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 I cannot read this poem, and it's got even more stains on it. Please, Yuri. I don't like the things that I'm looking at. Oh my gosh, they're dead. They're too realistic. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Me too, Yuri. Well, this is ominous. Let's click yes. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have clicked yes. These are very happy thoughts. Very, very happy thoughts. Thank you, game. This game does things to me, man. Not good things. Gosh, I forgot about the horrors of Act 2. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations now. The cursed festival. Cursed festival. Why do we have to do this, Monica? Please, let's hurry and get this over with. I agree, Monica. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion, so I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea, and that gives us all something to do. What about Jaden? Jaden is gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would effing know. All you care about is dragging Jaden around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Jaden decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Can I... Hold on a second. I'm going to go into my settings real quick. If I can do that. Capture cursor. Oh, does that work? Mid-episode? There we go. Perfect. Yes, you are, Monica. Don't question why I did that, by the way. You'll see. Just let Jaden make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Jeez. Jaden, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your effing mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Oh, for gosh sake. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wee. I'm gonna show you something, guys. I'm gonna push the mouse over here and let go. Monica. Of course. Let's click on Natsuki. Oh, I clicked on Yuri. I've made a horrible mistake. Well, I was trying to click on Natsuki. I was trying to do the right thing here, guys. I promise. I pinky swear. Monica. Just Monica. Only Monica. Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you effing kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Jaden for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are, pulling Jane away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're, scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, Jaden. Yuri is, really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Jaden, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow. There's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have something who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Jaden. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Jaden, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. Oh, what a lovely line. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. Oh, okay. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Jaden. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? You know, nothing in life matters anymore. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not, Yuri? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hmm. There she goes. I didn't need to see this art in HD. No, they could have just not remastered this one. That would have been okay. Poor Yuri. Poor, poor Yuri. And this is our life now, so enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and just click this little button, and we're just gonna sit back and contemplate life's choices. You know, it's a good chance for everyone to take a water break as the sun sets, night falls. Go to the bathroom if you need here. If you need to, I'll be here all weekend. I was wondering. One thing I was going to say is I was wondering if they were going to change the knife. Because apparently it was supposed to be like one of her like nice, elegant knives, and the art whoever did the art at the time just found this knife for that was supposed to be for some other purpose, and they used it for this scene. And Dan Zavato thought it was funny, and he just decided to keep it. So apparently it was supposed to be like one of her nice, like elegant knives, but I don't like it just being like a kitchen knife. It doesn't really make sense in her character because she collects all these like knives. Collected all of these knives. Too soon? Too soon. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought I was pretty yeah, bad things happened here, Natsuki. You probably don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Jaden, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Jaden? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I am super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from his tray and takes the cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. Yeah, that's kind of like messed up, honestly, though. I really just had to have one since it's the last chance I'll ever get. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Okay, Monica. Ooh. That noise, though. Ow, my ear hole. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay! HD Monica! Oh, look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I have to do the signature. Remove this. Get the mouse out of here, too. No, no, what have I done? I broke it. We're just gonna sit here and enjoy life for a minute. Copy the Monica pose. Hey, Monica. How's it going today? This is our life now, guys. Enjoy your stay. It's quite pleasant, don't you think? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Jaden. Um, welcome to the Literature Club. Of course. We already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, aren't I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Jaden. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know that I'm aware this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you'd paid a little more attention. This would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that it's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just kind of drove her to kill herself. You know, as you do, typical Tuesday. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true, I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not really good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you, and I thought that making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you and amplifying Yuri's uh, obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else, and the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Jaden? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Jaden. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Jaden. But now you're here. You're real. And I'm dropping things on the floor again. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be with me here forever. I'm sorry if it's a little hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either why the world around me had started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Jaden. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I really feel bad you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized you have the same perspective I do. It's all just some game, and I knew you'd get over it. So, that being said, Jaden, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Jaden, will you go out with me? Well, even if there wasn't no option, how could I say no? She's done so much for me. She's given up everything. She's given up the world. Of course. Of course. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Jaden. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Jaden. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make it myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Yeah, definitely. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a little messed up. Let's just click on some Monicas. Monica, 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 Monica. Hey, 80% world record attempts. Good achievement. Perfect Monica. Oh, does that mean there's achievements for perfect Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki if I get every word perfectly for them? Oh, that's kind of hard. Not really though. I could just look at the poem words. That wouldn't actually be that hard. Hi again, Jaden. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Jaden, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy End. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now I don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Jaden? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? She knows too much. Quick, everybody, abandon ship. She knows. uh, um, hi, everyone. Everyone, say hi to Monica. Monica, say hi to everyone. It's okay. You know, it's not a big deal. I got like 5 viewers. you don't have to. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? Can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? Mm-mm. No, I'm not ready. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have started the recording. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some time to. You cheeky, cheeky Monica, trying to jump scare me, make my comments, make fun of me. Well, ha. I knew it was coming because I played the not remastered edition. Bet you didn't know you were in remastered version of a game, did you, Monica? Pew, pew, pew. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Jaden, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry, even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. This is nice. It is real nice. My happy ending, finally achieved. Everything is perfect. There's nothing to worry about anymore. No more poems, no more girls, just Monica. Really, truly is everything you could ever ask for, isn't it? Right, Monica? Right, Monica? Should I copy your pose, Monica? This is our life now. Are you not going to say anything new, Monica? There you go. There's her dialogue. Okay. I'm not really a fan of cold weather, are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I'd always pick too hot. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and it's if you were wearing gloves. You can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Sure does, Monica. I can't exactly leave the game until her next thing of dialogue pops up. Oop, I'm breaking the game. So I guess we're gonna just sit here. Monica pose style. Do 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 do. I'm a cute anime girl. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most, probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly, but we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Let's save. Well, there's no point in saving. I'm not going anywhere. Well, let's exit the game then. We got new things. We got new songs. Didn't we get new songs? My Confession? No, we had that already. Just Monica. Oh, of course, the Just Monica song. I like Candy Hearts, though. I'm going to put on Candy Hearts again. And we'll go into pictures. Oh, look at this. This is adorable. Finish the poem game in 20 seconds or less. What else do we got? We got Monica's poem. We got acquire all of Monica's other poems. A poem from Monica distributed at special events in the past? Oh, that's really cool. An electric signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all the circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects into your light into your glimmering eyes, holding this paper almost as though you were holding my hand, which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. Ah, just Monica. Of course. Thank you. That's my new wallpaper. Perfect. Oh, we got the closet. Great. Anything else here? Oh, I'm surprised. No sketches. Okay. Well, we got a good amount of content. Now we can listen to some grooving tunes. Do we get a side story? As I expected. Let's look at the files, shall we? This is all still here. No more saves, of course. Just Monica. We're not going to deal with that yet. We got a backup. Tower keys. Nothing new there. We could try some number combinations. Like, let's do some obvious ones. Like 0, 0, 0. What about 1, 2, 3? Oh. Please try again later. I assume means that we have to have a time. Well, we know 1, 2, 3 exists. Let's see. There's got to be more stuff here. I know I'm missing something. I'm going to look through the poem words. See if there's anything out of the ordinary. Oh, here's one. 915-130. 915-130. 130. 130. 130. 130. Oh, meeting notes 2. Aha. Lib. Oh, gosh, no. What are you? Get out of here. Okay. Lib, promising work on recording simulation activity into playable script. Playable, observable form, not a game. Stay focused, Ive. Pretending to type important things while waiting for everyone to get back on topic. 4:30 still target end time. Assigning names should stimulate entities for easier reference. ABCD should suffice. 1, 2, 3. Using real names only encourages treating them like pets rather than simulated entities. Everyone is trying to come up with stupid names now. So this is them trying to name the characters. Create ideal VM without entity A having elevated access permissions seems unlikely. Nothing has come close so far. Clone VM1, same elevated access but prevent the entity from discovering it. Seems tricky but plausible. So they created another game trying to not give Monica permissions, but it didn't work. Sorry, this music gets a little loud. I like these songs, but they're very loud. Meeting overtime again. And then the other thing was they cloned it, giving her the elevated access, but preventing her from knowing that she has access. Interesting. Okay, so we have 4:30 and 1, 2, 3. So if I change it to 4:30, can I open the 1, 2, 3? 4:30. And then we go 1, 2, 3. Track 6 name ideas. Perfect. I got it. Yes. Operation Not a Game by Ive Laster. Control simulation track 6 name ideas. Work together. Discussion time. Debate time. Brainstorm. Listen up. Teamwork time. Let's discuss. Let's teamwork. I'll handle it. Leader, take the lead. Text face names. Maybe another track. Uwu faces. So 030 is one. What's the time though? Track 6. What is track 6 in the music? Yes, okay. So 030 is one. Okay, so let's go to 030. 030. Meeting notes 3. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. Meeting notes 3. What is track 6? Hold on. Music. Track 6, Poem Panic, 228. So let's set it to 228 and open 030. Okay. Game. No. Internal 030. And then make it 228. No, 228 doesn't open it? Oh, I thought I was on something with that one. What happens if I add these to a playlist? Does that do anything? Huh. No. Track 6, name ideas. Man, it sucks because if I want to go read that again, I gotta go. It was 1, 2, 3, and then I have to set the time to whatever the time was supposed to be for this one, and I don't remember what the time was supposed to be for this one. I can look back at my recording. Oh man, we're on to something. Okay, so the next one we're trying to figure out is 030, which is meeting notes 3. The previous time on that page didn't give us anything. Where are we going to get meeting notes 3s? I don't know. We still have no mail, which is interesting. And we're at like basically the end of the game and we still haven't gotten any mail. I wonder how we get more mail. We're 37% data completion, which is not too shabby. I don't think the side stories are going to have things hidden in them. Traceback, attributions, secure directory. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be a good place to wrap up this episode. We'll dig into the files a little more and we'll talk to our lovely, lovely Monica some more, of course, in the next episode. And maybe we'll finish the game for now, of course. There's side stories, there's finding the rest of these files. There's getting all the pictures. There's a lot of stuff to do, but we'll finish the main 3-act storyline. And then I might dig into the files a little more, but I really want to focus on getting the side stories unlocked and playing those, since that's the actual new content. Not lore-wise and secret-wise, but it's new, exciting visual novel stuff that's hopefully more wholesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like or subscribing if you're not already. It helps out the channel a bunch. I appreciate all the support on these Doki Doki videos. I'm having a lot of fun. Digging into this file system, like with changing the times and everything, is really cool, and I'm having a ton of fun with this. So I appreciate you guys watching, and there'll definitely be a lot more Doki Doki videos in the future. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later!